It's the ocean's deep blue with try 3 to get this. Here we do the deepest of woo. And this is try number 3 to get this going tonight. We have had our technical difficulty. I tell you. So we got it. All right. We did it. Hi, Took a Life World Ideas. How are you doing? And I'm waiting for my guest, which is any of you that click that link there. There is a link there that I know and love. If I don't know you and I don't love you, you ain't coming in. But if I do, then you can come in. Okay. Now, let me get this posted and toasted. There you go. Post and toast. Kind of like shake and wake and bake or something like that. Where's the link? Where's the link, boss? Where's the link? There's the link. Hello. How's life? Here I stand, the goddess of desire. Set me on fire. I have this power. From Blazing Saddles. Not everybody saw that version, though. That's another kind of a Mandela effect thing that I found out was the difference between R-rated and PG. For some reason, Lily Von Stupp was a little too hot for the PG version. Hello, Arthur. Well, dingy ding ding, Arthur. You think I'm old? You must be a little kid. It's not letting you click. Oh, shoot. He wore up. No, how does it go? He rode a blazing saddle. He wore a shining star. It was a good movie. So here I am in hot colors. You think I'm hot? Actually, it's been lovely weather here. Not too hot. Which can be a good thing. Are you seeing Cowboy? There he is. I want you to have your dose. There he is, Mr. Wonderful. Working really hard. Doing his job. Being a stud muffin, aren't you? No, look at that little Manx mellow fluffy white belly there. Here you go. You got cat belly porn right there. Yeah, purr porn. Mr. Purr Cake. He just loves a belly rub. He just loves it. He's a happy boy. And I'm glad. Make someone happy. Make just someone happy. Make just one heart the heart you cling to. Da, 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 da. What, the sheriff is a honk? What? The sheriff is near. What? Anyway, try pasting the link again, maybe slightly different. It didn't work like a link. Okay, it didn't work like a link. They're just trying to be annoying today, I think. I think I'm gonna complain. But since this is a free account right this moment, but I used to pay Monet. You should listen to me. If they ever want me to pay Monet again, okay. Oh, I hope it's not because I want to talk dragons tonight. The dragons return, and what is it? What is that all about? And Angel, I think she would have some good thoughts about that. Come on, Hooker, give it a try. Uh, Dolly! Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. How's my girl? Hey, I think I see wingies. No, I see hooky. I see the hooker.
To see if it works.
There we go. I see I see the hookah smoking caterpillar. Hello,
Well, it
darling. Oh, darling. Oh, well, I can't even. Gee, my
Angel said
accents are
to
worse
click
than
it to see if it would
Camelot's.
work. So
Camelot's.
I'm sorry. It works.
Okay, hang on.
You want me to go off?
Doo 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 doo.
I don't know. I'm gonna put. I can't see the chat, but I'm gonna put on my other tablet so I can see. You want me to go off, D? You want Angel? Uh-oh, you froze up. It's weird. Well, well, I guess I'll go off too. Hey, everybody. Well, I guess I'll go off too. Hey, everybody. Bye bye.
That was fun. What the heck? Yikes. Okay. Let's try it again. Wingies. Added to stage. Add to stage. Add to. There you are.
Ooh.
Holy crap. Was that hard?
I know, right? It wouldn't
Yes.
even my phone. This is glitchy as all hell. Maybe I should have restarted my phone, but I had actually text your whole thing is why it took me so long in chat, highlight it and highlight it to where it would give the option to copy or something, and I would open it in a separate window in Chrome and it would go into StreamYard. It wouldn't let me just click your link.
It wouldn't let you just lick the clink, huh?
Click the
There you
link. No, I'm like, what is this dumb shit?
Okay, it is dumb shit. I don't know. Oh, and the layout is getting really weird too.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I was just like, what is going on? I can't do anything on my phone this morning when I woke up. I even had something weird
Okay.
buzz funny in my phone. I'm like,
Okay. What?
Uh-oh. Oh. You better be careful what you're touching there, man. Don't touch nothing. Just leave it look funny.
I know. We
We
finally
can look
got
funny.
it. Okay, well. Gosh, our hair is almost the same color, really. Almost. Your hair is really more like mine is out in the sun. But
Well, it's been changing colors lately too. It's becoming more and more gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine is getting more golden too, somehow.
The
So instead of gray,
my copper's coming back in, and well, I think I was getting too blonde because I was actually missing copper in my diet.
I
Need
think you
that.
were getting, yeah, well, we've all had our blonde moments, but
I was starting to turn more Palladian.
ah,
But no, I was starting to get like white, and I'm like, what is going on? And I'm like, well, oh, speaking of everything, I should go get it real quick. I'll turn the camera off so I don't leave you hanging with looking at the ceiling.
mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna grab a few things. Can I recently grabbed some people really need to try this stuff. It's amazing.
Thank you, dears. On brown henna. Oh, really, Dolly? Oh, cool. Yeah. We definitely must share some genetics from somewhere way back. But yeah, my hair is like different colors depending on if the sun is shining through it, it gets very red. So in other lights it looks a little more blonde or brown or something. But yeah, it likes to look different. I got chameleon hair, so there.
There.
Maybe it's left over from back when I was a Sasquatch in another life.
Okay. All right.
Woo, hemp.
Hemp protein fiber.
Cool.
See the camera on there right there. So people
That's
get a good.
good.
Yeah, because okay, let me read it because it's got vitamin D, calcium, iron that's we really need right now, potassium, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin you really need right now, phosphorus,
Magnesium, zinc, copper. This has a little bit of copper in it. And this is what I needed.
Yeah, I think we do from time to time need more copper.
Because it's part of our energy conductive stuff.
Yeah.
Sit down, man. I go and bring all this over, then he's got to parade around like a little big baby and be like, Mom, there's no place for me to sit.
What, Peachy Keen? Are you kidding me?
What?
They're telling Peachy that this video is private. If it were a video of your privates, that would be private, but this is not private. It wouldn't let you in. Well, that is absolutely nasty.
Well, that's weird.
That's mean. Oh,
Well, and for extra potassium, magnesium, banana fruit powder.
oh, that's good.
And it's organic.
Organismic.
Organic banana fruit powder. To add this to smoothies. I really think there's a reason I'm getting all this too, is because I'm getting literally 2 of everything. Because think about it. This is very, very, very sufficient if you don't have any power. At least you're still eating something and getting your nutrients.
Yeah. I made absolutely. I had Jason over for dinner. No, I didn't have the. No, cut it out, Scotty. Stop right there. No, he had. I made a lovely beef stroganoff over potato with homemade string beans. Actually, was a class A, double A, triple A meal. He said it was 10 stars. He looks at me. You know what? It's like people look at me. I am a good cook. I'm a great cook. I'm a great cook. And there are people that eat my cooking and they go into food gasms. They're like, he takes one bite and he goes,
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that? How did you do that? It's like, how did you do that? It's like, what? Make it taste really good? I'm a good cook.
You know what it is? Well, it's because we put our positive, high frequency energy into our cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I do.
That's part of it. That's got to be a big part of it. I know I use a lot of good seasonings and stuff, and I use the best ingredients. These days, I don't even bother to use crap ingredients at all in anything. I will eat less. I will gladly just eat less and have better quality because it's so harsh on me when I get poor quality food now.
Mm-hmm.
I put crap in my body. It's just no.
Yeah. Well, and this is pumpkin protein, and I read it. It's got 9 grams of protein. It's got extra protein in it, and it's actually from pumpkin seeds, so it would clear out. It would clear out parasites too. And then I tried this bee pollen.
Bee pollen? I don't know how to bee pollen. Oh, you mean bee pollen?
Yeah, they have actual bee pollen now.
I speak mostly in puns and song lyrics, so there you go.
Yeah.
And some sarcasm.
I'm trying to get on the camera right so you can see the little granule.
Granules.
Like yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're happy when you cook and you're putting that in your food, it's going to taste better.
Mm-hmm.
You're stewing rice. Oh, that sounds good.
Well, I noticed why I'm so happy and giggly, and it's because the more negative energy I'm transmuting into positive, it raises my frequency very high, and the more negative someone is around me, the higher I get. I'm literally like on a frequency high. So people's negative energy actually gives me a high. That's messed up.
Somebody named Knives and Pizza is wondering if you're single. Well, hey, you're getting hit on. You're getting hit on, Wingies.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Pumpkin seeds look good, yeah, or good baked. Oh yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Pork tofu, I don't. No, I can't think it. No, that's soy. Oh my God,
Yeah.
no,
Soy isn't the greatest. It's hard to process.
no, 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 no. Not for me. No, soy is a bad thing for me. What are you linking, Hook? What are you linking, honey? What is that? How often he just throws links in here, and I know not why. Why? You need your shoyo. What is shoyo? Is that a Hawaiian for tofu? Tofu. Tofui. Hui on tofui. Hmm. Okay. So let me get out of here and see if because I'm having a hard time seeing. I'm having a hard time seeing the chat. It's so small.
Well, I noticed
So small. Okay, hang on. There we go. Okay. Go right ahead.
okay. Well, I got all this powdered stuff because you can't. It's harder and harder to get any nutrition out of your food. So I was just getting this so you can have a concentrated form of it, and you're actually getting something out of it, and it's easier to digest. It actually processes through your system better in that form, so that you get something out of it. And for me, I really need the copper and iron because of the constant flushing. When you're constantly flushing yourself out, you're losing a lot. Because I realized I was starting to get low on iron too, and I had to take an iron pill. I'm not really
Yeah.
big on that. So having to take an iron pill. So it was kind of nice that the iron supplement was in here. And this isn't the fake stuff. This is like from the
Oh,
food
the
itself.
irony.
Yeah, this iron is from the food itself. Otherwise, I'm sure it would have an exaggerated big amount in there if it was fake added. Or at least you would think
Okay.
so.
Well, love, I'm not sure what that has to do with dragons, but give us a hint. What that?
Oh, all this
Well,
food
it's
is
interesting to know, but
yeah. Well, all this food and stuff is they're trying to help us be healthier. It's actually from my dragons. My dragons are guiding me to buy all this stuff. They help me. They intuitively they channel through me when I'm getting things and tell me I'm going to be needing, and I'm pretty sure it's because there's a possibility we might not even have electricity soon. I mean, there's
well,
multiple
there's a chance.
there's
But I'm
multiple.
trying to hold in the light that we're going to hold it together somehow.
Yep.
Somehow, boy, my hair looks great. Sorry about my hair, folks. It's not very puffy tonight, not very fluffy. I didn't do anything to fluff it up or anything, so it's just kind of. But anyway, yeah, I know what you mean though. It's like we're getting threatened. We're coming close to the election day.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Let's do a little
And I came up with
in the sky.
something. What is it? Okay, I have feathers everywhere. I have stuff to make them already, and I got more stuff on the way. I was gonna start making feathered earrings and keychains.
Really
Mm-hmm.
cool. I used to make those in fourth grade to make some money because yeah, and in eighth grade too. I couple of times to make some money, and I also made chocolates.
Well, cause I went into Etsy looking for feathered earrings, and then I'm like, well, why don't I just make them myself? I have
Thank you.
feathers everywhere, and they're expensive on there, and I'm like, well, I should be able to make some money off of that then, because man, they want like $25 for just one pair of earrings. I'm like, well, shoot, I could make something even nicer for the
That's
same.
ridiculous. If you go down to a farmer's market, you can get them for $5 a piece.
I know. So I was gonna make something and sell it way
Crazy.
cheaper. Yeah, I was gonna.
Oh, whose daughter got her cast off? Yay!
Woohoo!
An extra bone grew to help support the broken bone, and eventually the extra bone will dissolve when it's ready. He said it's normal in kids. Yes, okay. Oh, and Peachy makes feather earrings too. So
That's
yeah, I
awesome.
can make them.
Yeah, I was gonna make some feathered earrings and keychains. Definitely the keychains with let's see. Hold on. Let me get this bracelet off a second. You make everything difficult, you big boob. There you go. There's the big cat.
Big cat. The big
Hey,
cat.
just sitting right on me.
Great big kitty cat. You can crotchet some. You can crotchet feather earrings.
Ah, here we go.
Or just crotchet
Yeah.
earrings.
This, see if I can get to the camera. This multicolored rainbow stuff, the titanium rainbow. There you go. There you see the color.
Scotty is suggesting feather roach clips.
Ooh, I'll give that a try.
Marvelous. Hook says you look marvelous, Dee. And yes, I know who I am. Thank you.
And we better remind the chat who they are too. You better remind yourselves. Remember who you are in here.
Remember
Not
who you
here,
are.
here. Right in your heart is where it starts.
Oh, I got lots of feathered earrings down in my heart. No, I don't. That's a long time ago. But I do have a lot of stone bracelets. I have tons of them.
Yeah. I was going to make the earring clasp with the rainbow titanium color because it's multi-dimensional.
There's one of my wire wrap crystals.
That's
It's a
very,
big
that's
old
very-
hunkin'.
wow, that's really good.
Yeah, it is a big old hunkin' amethyst point, chevron amethyst, with a lot of inclusions, snowy looking inclusions. So I do a lot of that kind of thing. I do rap. They call me the rap. And that is some wrapped sheet selenite. And look how much it reflects. You can't even see how it looks in person. It's just reflecting so much light. Selenite just glows like crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I think I got my bag of magic stones in the kitchen because Jason was looking through them earlier today. What? Oh, pretty. Thank you. What? Scotty Boy's nipples are pierced?
No, you could get his nose pierced and you can connect it all with a chain.
Oh, I was right about the schmucks coming. See? Maybe nobody at the time. I tell you, I people, and they go, oh, nothing like that going on right now. Well, there will be. There will be. Okay, so. Oh, sure, you can charge it under the full moon, but you don't need to charge selenite. Selenite never needs charged. It has so much. It's basically so gathers so much light that you never need to charge selenite. But if you want to charge it under the moon, close narcissistic friend. There you go. Yep, those are really scary.
Oh,
Why did you do that to myself?
Yeah, yesterday I had it. This is where I realized my spirit was gone. I met a friend that I haven't seen since high school, And he recently started contacting me out of the blue, which is weird. I just occasionally message him like, yeah, it's still goofy. The goofy person I knew in school, yeah, whatever. You know, he was more like a, you know, like a friend. You know, I loved him like a friend, and that's it. For a little bit, I wanted to go out with him, but then after a while, it just kind of like, no, there wasn't a connection there really. But he was nice to talk to, but I don't know. But out of the blue, he came over yesterday and wanted to help me with my car, but then he didn't help me with my car. And I'm like, then what are you doing? He was just talking to me. He must have just been bored. Well, and something was really bothering him. His wife had passed, and he actually seen her pass. So he was in actually like a really bad state and bad energy. It was hard to deal with his energy because it was really negative. He even admitted he went down. He was a whole year. He did nothing but drink.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, and I'm just like, you know, I haven't seen him in forever, and he just starts coming up and telling me all this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, see, it's the higher in frequency we are, and we just seem our light just seems to attract the dark because they need help, and it's not like I didn't. And he gave me a hug even, and I'm just like, okay, I have hardly seen you. What's going on? I'm just like, well, and I kept getting less laughing and giggly because I was getting so high off his bad energy because it was so much to process. It was just crazy. I'm just like, wow, you're really rough, dude. But at the same time, emotionally, I felt nothing for my heart chakra. I didn't feel everything I did, but I didn't. I felt the energy be removed from him because I transmuted it through me and I burped. And that's like, you know, clarification that I'm transmuting that really bad stuff.
Hmm.
And it was a bad burp, so it was something big. It was I'm pretty sure I got rid of a demon or two just standing around him. But then oh, it was just so crazy how that happened. And then that's when and then this morning I got cleansed and cleared and removed and had all that removed out of me from I had my angelic helpers come in and the architect. They call him he calls himself a builder, the builder that actually builds our frame, our etherical god frame. They call it a god frame actually. You know, he the building blocks for our light and everything that connects through our physical. And so he cleared all that out, removed everything. And then he's like, well, be ready. Try to get done what you can. Go to sleep as soon as possible. Because he said there's a hot, heavy energy wave coming in. Sure enough, I started feeling funny. And I'm like, ooh, yeah, too late. Go to bed. Hurry, go to bed. And then as I woke up, I just felt like completely brand new. And I'm just like, oh my God, are you serious? And then I went through this entire couple of hours of going through videos and I was actually tearing up and cleansing even more. And I could feel again. And I'm like, that's crazy. And then I had my guides guide me through videos that were telling me about how my spirit actually it was like tarot readings. Someone told me that my spirit actually left and I was on autopilot. That's why I couldn't sense all that negative energy so bad. Because I bet you if my spirit would have been fully here and present like it was, I would have felt everything. It would have been miserable. I only felt what the dragons let me feel. The dragons were protecting me the whole time. Now I'm understanding when my spirit leaves, the dragons actually work through my body. I'm channeling their energy they're protecting me.
It's good to have dragons around for protection.
Oh yeah. They actually would have their energy in my physical body to keep me safe.
I have a question. Which stone is the most beneficial all around for humanity? I'm going to say right now selenite because it's good for so many things. Because
yes.
it cleanses and charges all the other stones. But aside from that, Um, they all have their different functions, though. You know, they all have their different things, but clear quartz crystal can be used for anything. It pretty much comprises everything. Um, in a way. So I don't know how to answer that. How would you answer that?
Well, yeah, actually, that's pretty handy. That's pretty much selenite or pink Himalayan sea salt.
Yeah, that's right. Salt is another one.
Yeah,
And
that or
salt, most people don't think of as a crystal, and yet it is.
yes, because see, I'll show you. These were supposed to be lights, and let me get them here. I got a mess going on here, trying to clean up and make a bigger mess trying to clean. But I had this. This is actual chunks of pink Himalayan salt in lights.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I honestly leave it laying on my bed and put all my crystals on it to clean them.
That's nice.
Yeah. And but then I also have this too, the selenite wand. I have like multitudes of these. I have a small one that I constantly leave one of my pyramids on top to keep it clear because
Mhm.
this I'm debating whether or not I want to keep because honestly, it's just colored quartz. It's quartz. It's not anything special, really.
Little quartz chips in there.
Yeah. But it
Yeah,
doesn't.
that's like this one. It's just, but the whole idea with argon and organite is the organic and inorganic is what does the work. Okay, so
Yeah.
you know.
I don't know. I just didn't see. It seemed to be kind of a hindrance. Well, it depends on. I got to keep it clean, is what it was. Because this, when I finally picked it up after taking pictures, I actually got pictures of the demon in my room. That's a big black misty thing. Sometimes it's dragons, but that one, the dragons were telling me through my light. I have a pink Himalayan lamp. And they're red and it goes through the moods of what you're doing. And most of the time it's rainbow color and sometimes red for grounding. But it was red for a long time. And when I took that picture, the whole room was lit up red. And I went, ooh, that don't look good. That was a big removal. So the dragons help everybody in their own way that are more sensitive. I'm mega sensitive, so I can just catch what they're trying to show me a little easier. Sometimes it's still hard to figure it out, but they definitely protect a lot. And they're coming around a lot more because I think because of all the stuff coming, and there's more and more dragons coming in because there's going to be need for removal of heavy energy being released. Heavy negative energy.
We're going to have, yeah, you know what? I more and more and more am getting, we are being like forced to, with all of this trauma that everybody's going through, we're being forced to really raise the bar and pull ourselves up and get rid of our own negativity so that we can, spread out the love, the light, the higher vibes, because there's so many people that are in despair right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the dragons, and I've heard here and there dragons coming back. I've seen them. I saw 5 of them in the sky, coming in like a, one, like lining right up, like they're signing, coming in a phalanx. That was earlier in the year, and actually the person I was with who never sees things like that saw them too. She goes, "Oh, yeah, actually, I am seeing them." Because if you stand there and you allow yourself, you can see them, It's just most people don't. They do affect the clouds in the sky. I mean, you can see them in the clouds in the sky. You can actually go out and stand under a sky with little cirrus clouds in there, and you can say, "Okay, show me what's really up there." And then just let your eyes focus however they do. And there are all kinds of pictures up there.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like the clouds are perfectly willing to show you things, show you pretty pictures of different things. Oh gosh, Hook and her 1 pounder yarn balls. I think Hook has the biggest balls of them all. What do you think? We'll have to sing that later for Hook. Yep, a 1 pound ball of yarn. That's big balls. Hello, David, 1988. Safe and effective? What's safe and effective? Oh, Mary wins! Mary wins! Hello, Dark Meta. Mary wins. She's an intellectual. Okay.
Well, I find that lately black and white candles are actually very helpful.
What? Black candles?
Yeah, black candles, because black absorbs and
Yeah.
white projects the light. So actually, you want to simultaneously do it at the same time. I just like both of them, like yin and yang. You got both. Because some entities you have to shine the light on, some you just absorb the bad energy.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Halloween coming up. People really misunderstand black candles.
Yep.
And yes, you can use them for malevolent purposes. You can, but that's not the way that a lot of people use them. A lot of people use them to soak up
Yeah.
negative stuff and get rid of it.
Trying to get the shiny stuff in the light. It's kind of sparkly, and its own little way when you get it in the light right. This is Wolfenite. This removes energetic blocks and unlocks your psychic abilities further. Works with your third eye a lot.
Yep. What the heck? What is this doing? It's not showing me. On the one, it's not showing me your picture. Oh, there it is. Wolfenite. Werewolves of London.
Well, and it's kind of spendy. I actually managed to get this, I kid you not, for $15 on Etsy. This is a big piece, and the local shop that I'm around, the big piece like this is like $50. So I got a really good deal from someone that she had like a whole bunch of them, and so just gave it to me for $15.
Wolfenite. Spelled
Oh,
with
yeah.
U.
Well, it's kind of a brownish yellow color.
Wolfenite. Wolf.
Got a really good energy I put on it, but it makes a dang mess. It's kind of crumbly and falls apart. So I try to keep it in its container, but sometimes it falls over and gets on my bed still and makes a mess.
I have choppy audio. Sorry to hear that.
Am I choppy?
Is
No.
everybody choppy or just me? Is it choppy in here or is it just me? Okay. Hi. Well, I had to try several times to get on, so you're like, you've seen me at all. I couldn't use my tablet somehow to get in here. And then the layouts have been weird. Just all kinds of things have been going weird. It's been dances with tech lately.
Well, you know why? It's because we're okay. Here's the big thing: we're higher in frequency now, and we're rising constantly every day now. Our tech eventually isn't going to work. People don't understand that. We're not meant for this technology. It's garbage. This is the garbage worst tech ever. I mean, and this is pre-night. This restores energy to yourself and helps you feel more a little energetic and protective. It does a lot of stuff.
Fluorite.
Pre-night.
Oh, pre-night.
Yeah, it's got like a real light green.
Yeah, I'm seeing mostly the green prehenite. Yeah, I know. I've heard of that. I don't know that I have any though.
It's really good for something I forgot. I have so many.
They're good for something.
Well, I know they're good for energy, restore, revitalize your energy. Oh, and this is a wart crystal. Like
It's
a,
a wart.
well, yep. It's like something for fairies.
A wart. Are you sure it's not a druzy?
Oh, maybe that one is.
Like
I
a
had some.
druzy.
Oh, the fairy one is over there on the other side. Yeah, this is a druzy.
That, my dear, is a druzy. Yep, that's a druzy. Tiny, tiny little crystals, like almost like foam over the surface. That's a druzy. With just little teeny, tiny, tiny, tiny crystals. Yep, small color.
Yeah, some of the stuff you get is like weird. And this is quartz. But that's. Oh, where's my big one?
It works. See, Queen Peachy Keen, I knew it. It's just, isn't that cool? You can actually ask to see what's there. Okay. There's the clear. That's nice. That's a double terminated, is it? Or I'm trying to see.
It's got six sides.
Oh, okay. You know what? From Arkansas, I've gotten them before that have 7 and 8 or 5. They're just all different.
Now
All different.
the best one you want is at least a 12. Those are really good. But this still works too. I basically put it in the middle, and it enhances the energy of everything around and increases the protection or whatever you want it for.
Well, good, Peachy, because and I tell people these things kind of off the cuff, and I don't think they paid very much attention. But there, you just did it, and it works. It's like it's that simple for most of us. I mean, if you have any ability at all, you just go up there and say, "Show me what's up there," and let your eyes focus wherever, and you'll start to see things up there. They're not really it's like it's been hidden. We've been trained to hide it from ourselves. That's the best way I can put it. What's going on up there? We've been trained to hide it away from ourselves because people gaslit us for so long, saying it's not really there. You're not really seeing it. But if you just go up and say, "Show it to me," and then there it'll be. You can also say, "Show me something beautiful." And as you're walking around, you will see something really beautiful. Nature will do that. You can actually ask for things like that. I am trying to get that over to people that you can do these things. You can just ask. And a lot of things, just ask. I mean, the worst that can happen is maybe it doesn't work, But then again, maybe it does, right? And if you find something like that, share it with the rest of us. Let us know. But yeah, I found that out one day. Because I walked out one day and it was kind of the sky just felt very low to me. Somehow I just felt like there was something going on over my head. And all I was seeing was clouds. And then I said, "Nah, there's more going on than that. Show me what's up there." And then I just let my eyes focus however they wanted to. And God dang, there were ships in the sky. There were ships all over the place. It's like, dang, I knew it. I knew it. So, and that was before I had a camera in my phone. That's how long ago it was.
Sorry about that. My kid butted in. She would fly in the kitchen and holler, and she didn't realize I was live. I said, "Shut up! I'm live."
Mhm.
Oh, I am on camera too. Yeah, get out of here. I just shoo her away. I'm like, she ain't got no pants on. I'm like, get out of here.
Oh, no. No. No,
She
we don't want that kind of program. No, it's not that kind of program. Get out of here.
she, she takes after Scotty. No pants.
Oh, the ending of Lose Yourself, where Slim Shady says you can do what you set your mind to. Yeah, well, there's a lot of things that I did because I had to do them. And I think that's part of the subject of the show, the dragons return. The dragons are a part of us, a very ancient part of us, really.
Yeah, they want to help us reconnect to our cosmic nature, reconnect to the universe, reconnect to the lines of the universe. That
Back
they
into the subject matter of the show that we were trying to do here.
Yeah.
The
got
drag,
off topic. Well, it's still the same thing. They're trying to get us to talk about a lot of stuff in between.
because actually there's a reason they call the ley lines on the earth the dragon lines, because the dragons have a lot to do with the energy meridians on us as well as the ones on earth. And so on earth they're called dragon lines,
Yeah.
and the dragons, I guess the reason they're in so many different colors is they kind of correspond to our chakra colors.
Yep.
So um and but they have a personality, and they have been incarnated here before. But because the pendulum is swinging the other way, and I mean, we were swinging away from the truth. I mean, it's obvious that our society for a long time was in a dark age. Okay. And we're swinging toward the light, but there is a clash right now. And that's what we're seeing. The old darkness doesn't want to die, you know? It doesn't want to come out into the light. So um everything's got to be transformed.
Well, and then yeah, and I got so much memories flooding back into a lot of AI problems, and you don't want AI. Stop manifesting AI. AI is already completely surrounding us. There's AI in everything. This entire hologram is AI. This entire place is AI. You don't want AI. It's like people don't seem to grasp the concept that there's this actual like mechanism that has these entities that come out and eat your soul. And it's just like, not trying to scare people, but seriously, wake up to the AI BS. You don't want no AI. Then that's what the sun is trying to actually glitch out, is put a stop to the AI corrupted. Because, oh man, it's just got out of hand. And I think that's what part of a lot of this that fell apart. I mean, literally, we're like fractals of ourselves, because we split, we shattered, and people forgot, and a lot don't want to remember. But at the same time, that AI took over us so severely after we fractured and fell, that it made it so hard to retrace our steps, regain. And a lot of this, the dragons have been teaching me that I have at least full four individual soul fragments from different consciousness merged together, that I'm actually trying to synchronize and heal each one, and each one is part of a different realm. So I'm like part of four multiple realms and an actual guardian. But a lot of people are actually like that. It's not just me. And people need to wake up to how important and special each individual is as a whole. You actually mean something a lot. We are extremely important, and that's why we're always shut down. The constant fear, because out of fear, you can't heal your soul fragments. And that's what we've been doing, and that's what the Ascended Masters is all about, putting us back together, not keep fractaling apart.
Yep. Because we can fracture, I think, almost infinitely. I think that's what we've been doing since the beginning, and that's why there's so many of us.
And that's why they're so concerned right now. We got to stop doing it. This is the time where we're pulling back together and pulling ourselves together, trying to against an opposing force.
Pull
Which
yourselves together. Okay, let's pull it together.
Yeah, pull your shit together, literally. Get your crap together.
Pull it together. Yes, pull it together, people. Mhm.
And remember,
Cannabis, ganja, flowers of the hemp, use smoking materials. Okay.
And that's why it is so important to heal self, because healing yourself from within literally heals everyone else around you as well. You're actually healing yourself to heal the universe. And
Yeah.
I know, not trying to put that on everyone hardcore on their shoulders, but that's the weight I've been bearing and awakened to for quite a while now, as how infinite and we really are, and how many multiple universes there are, and how I've been to at least 2 connecting universes separately. And people are so narrow-minded, and it's like, I just can't believe how people could sit there and think we're the only things here. It's just so silly. It's because we've been blocked off, receptors put in, AI put in our heads to turn us off. But when we vibe at a higher frequency and we keep raising our frequency and we keep clearing everything with frequency, it shatters that and it pulls you free. It breaks that. That's why trying to stay in a positive state as much as possible. Try to stay at a higher frequency of love. Love is the key, literally, to it all. And people give me crap about love and light, and it's like, oh no, it is literally the very essence of your
It'll
being.
protect your ass. It certainly will.
Oh yeah, pure love. The stronger your love is, the stronger your shield is. As soon as you give into any of that and just let them go, they're weakening yourself.
I basically say that a lot of times is when you heal yourself, when you improve yourself, you are improving the whole world.
Yes.
Because you're part of the world, you know? We're kind of taught to see ourselves as separate. And that's not so. But we had to have that program of separation in order to have an experience of separation, which is what we wanted to have when we did this. We wanted to know what it was like to be separate before we were all together. So, yeah, and so we've been experiencing that all this time. And that's, I think, one of the sad conditions of humanity right now is I think we all kind of feel alone because we're so cut off. We've been cut off from the source before, not entirely, not really. It's just that feeling of it. You cannot really be entirely cut off from the source or you wouldn't exist. But you get that feeling of being all alone. We had to literally give ourselves like a type of brain damage in order to believe that we're all separate entities.
Yeah, well,
So
it's just
feeling that now.
And I'm finally, and some of us are finally breaking free high enough in frequency to the point where now the ones outside can finally reach us and understand it's an emergency, man. There's bad stuff going on, worse than they thought. Well, it's because they're tech, they don't understand, and I wasn't trying to offend the Arcturians helping either, but their tech cannot work very well down here because of the corruption. All their fancy tech gets corrupted too easily because it's such a bad dimension. Everything is condensed, twisted, reversed. I mean, it literally is the worst of the worst. It's twisted. So you don't want to be in 3D, period. You don't even want to think 3D. You want to think 4 and 5. You want to constantly visualize yourself in a 5D world, because that's what we're pulling ourselves up to, because that's when all that tech that they want to use works better. That's when things actually help instead of hurt.
Well, yeah, the natural tech rather than the
Yeah.
tech. And you know what? I'll tell you right now, when the problems really started big time, my dad had a crystal radio set, but then they changed to tubes and then they changed to transistors. And about the time they changed to transistors was when things really got screwy. Did you notice? Maybe
Mhm.
not that old, but I'm old enough to notice that. They
Mm.
had functional crystal radio sets back in the day, piezoelectricity. But they got rid of that and they started making tube type sets, and then the transistors. And I'm like, the transistor stuff, that's an alien technology. That's not even our technology, I don't believe.
Yeah, we're using tech we're not meant to have. We're using tech that's backwards. It's reversed because it's from an opposing universe.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not native to us. There's several things that I could call out right now that aren't native to us. It's I don't think corporations are. People can argue, but I think corporations is an outside idea. Corporate entities, that's black magic, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, because you're effectively making some kind of a tulpa. You know, so you know, when you've got a corporate entity, you've got a being that is non-human,
Mm-hmm.
but it's being treated like a being. But can you do anything to it? Can you, you know, take it, put it on trial and take it to prison? No.
Yeah.
So how is it an entity? I mean, and then free speech. It's like,
Well, and I think
no.
most of these entities are thought forms, actually. I
Yeah,
think a
but
lot
what a tulpa is.
Yeah, a lot of it you see, too many people are getting confused with their own manifestation of negative entities of their own thoughts. That's why you need to clear and cleanse and remove the negative energy. Removing negative energy removes the bad thoughts. It removes the illusion. Because this
Mhm.
place is pumped full of fake AI garbage, and that AI is a constant generator and it's connected, and that's why we're so powerful. We literally are putting ourselves in our own mind prison. If you got to break free of that, you got to be more positive and don't let that negative stuff run away with you. If you sense yourself getting in a negative dark hole, you need to stop yourself, remove and cleanse your subconsciousness, because there's something messing in your subconsciousness, a parasite or something that's making you negative, because we are actually not negative people. There's AI interventions that make you think negative thoughts, and there's
Yeah,
ways to remove it.
absolutely. Absolutely. We got to clear ourselves. I need some help, by the way, if it's allowable. And I'm asking her higher self if this is allowable. I know somebody who is trying to commit suicide by willing herself to die so that her family doesn't have the stigma of a suicide attempt. But it's like she's literally willing herself to die, and she says, "Oh, and it's working. It's working. Look, my heart is failing. My blood pressure has changed. My blah, blah." And I'm going, "Why would you do that?" She says, "Because I don't want to get." Now listen to this. Oh my God. I don't want to get old and fat and ugly and decrepit and have somebody have to take care of me. And I don't want to,
Oh no.
and like my sister, I don't want to be, who is getting a divorce from her husband because she's gotten fat and ugly and old and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Jeez. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's you know what that's actually that's actually an emergency. That's an emergency because that tells me that there's a soul eater on board and we're trying to remove that. And there was a point in time where a couple years ago they actually obliterated what they called I'm not going to say what they're technically called because I'm probably not supposed to mention it. Just going to say soul eater.
Mm-hmm.
But they were eradicated and completely erased at one time, and it's because there's a thought controlled AI generator that's been lately getting triggered more frequently, and people are having more thoughts like that. So there's something going around creating that, and that's probably black magic. It seems to be a trigger, black magic connected to it, like a death curse.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, she needs help. This person needs help, but she didn't want, it's like, well, I can help you with that. It's like, no, I want to die. I want to go before I'm 60. I'm like, and she's got actually a pretty healthy body otherwise. She got a few problems, a little arthritis is all. And now, though, she's starting to have low blood pressure problems and,
Mhm. Well, and I don't want to freaking scare nobody out because it's not meant to be scary. It's meant to be have you prepared. That's why there's actually more even as we speak out there. That's why we're feeling constant flows of energy now and waves because they are seriously assisting with their own energy and trying to support
yeah.
us.
Well, and the dragons are trying to come back and help us too, because back to the subject, they are trying to come back to help us because the old wise ones. Because I've been asking, we have stories and legends, and mostly in China, of the old wise dragons, not the evil, destructive dragons. Okay, because in Western culture, a lot of the dragon lore is like evil, destructive dragon. No, no, no. There were wise dragons. Where are they? And I've been asking that for years. Come forth, will you? We need some help here. So they are. They are showing up again. And people are beginning to see the dragons more and more.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they're coming in. They're trying to remove all that dense negative energy as fast as possible. They're trying to remove it as we go. Every time a hard energy wave comes in, they're in swooping in and cleansing all that up and helping us integrate that high energy straight through our body to remove everything from us. I think it's to rebirth you in so many ways. So many times you're going through a rebirth multiple times to a point where they no longer can recognize you as a threat and they leave you alone. I think that's what it's actually doing. It's healing you to your original state, removing everything, stripping your DNA from all the manipulation and turning it back into its original form. And that's why the ascension symptoms hurt. That's why the ascension symptoms you're starting to physically feel more frequently because you are literally physically changing your body.
Yes, that is true. What about the elves? Says Blue Riders.
They're going through the change as well.
Everything
Every,
on the planet.
yep.
is going through-
Everything up, all the way up to the 12th D is transforming actually into something. The every level is transforming. It's not just here, it's every level to accommodate all of us higher.
Doggone. It's trying to slide. See, I tell you, I have had so much trouble with my. There. Okay.
I'm
Now we got it.
I'm really pulling in some heavy energy too, and I'm trying not to cry because they're reading into their emotions.
Right. Everything. As a matter of fact, I had this vision a while back now. It's been some time ago. Maybe last year even. That somehow I walked out into the forest. As well as who, I'm not sure. I walked out into the forest, maybe as my real self. And I said, I really need to talk to all of you. And all of these nature spirits showed up. All of these nature creatures. I mean, elves, fairies, treants, everything, I could tell the trees were listening. I could tell animals, everything were listening. And the little people and everything. And I said, we have got, and the Bigfoot said, we have got to work together because they are trying to ruin our world, basically. There's a force trying to ruin our world. We have got to work together, each of us, to our own skills. And I swear, I felt like I was assembling a party to go to Mordor. And they were all going, yeah, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this. This is our specialty, and that's our specialty. I said, look, we don't even have to agree with each other. All we have to agree on is they're trying to take over our world. They're trying to ruin it. It's ours. We need to take it back. So we need to work together enough to get our world back.
Yeah.
And everybody said, you're right. Let's do it.
So, and I think right now something was actually trying to channel the emotions of the world through me, and I had nothing but sadness.
Yes, there's a lot of sadness right now. And sadness is what the lower entities eat. And the thing is that we are ascending out of their grip.
Yeah.
A lot of us are out of their league now, out of their spectrum of vibration.
But see,
they vibrate on a spectrum, and after you get past a certain point, they cannot touch you anymore. They can't even see you.
Yep. And then, and actually, me crying is them trying to cleanse all that. That's the transmutation process. Us crying is actually magical, believe it or not. It's kind of funny. I learned that too. The dragons are teaching me. That's why they're purging me right now of all the energies, and it's just not mine either. See, that's what a lot don't understand. When you're purging a hard purge, and you're just weeping, you're purging a lot. You're cleansing the earth. You're cleansing people all around your vicinity. It's not just you. You're energetically cleansing a whole lot more than you think. So don't hold in them tears, man. You let it out. When you're cleansing something, you let it out. When you're anger, you let it out. You cleanse and vent that out. In a positive way, of course. Figure out a positive way to do it. Like turn music on. Music is really good for that. Turn something on, dance, get your body moving, get all that energy transmuted through you.
How you doing, Skyfalls? Okay.
Yeah, they really want us to work hard on the transmutation part. Is so big. If more people would click on their abilities to transmute or understand their transmuting ability a little better, it'll help clarify and cleanse through all that process a little easier, because that's what a lot of us do. It's not just certain ones. I think most of us can actually do it. You just all purge it kind of in different ways, probably.
That's why I say amethyst, really good stone for now. Has a lot to do with the violet flame. Really use the violet flame. Really visualize the violet flame. And if you don't mind, I'm thinking of my person that I know that is so negative about herself that she's trying to will herself to die. Let's send just some intentions to her with her higher self's approval that she wake up from that, because she's obviously in the grip of something horrendous. So either that, I think partly though she can be very manipulative. She will do things to manipulate me into doing some magic to help her. So she isn't asking me for help, but she is.
Yeah.
When she needed a car real bad, and then suddenly she got the exact car she needed for the price that she had. She had the money and everything. It's like that really, she came in and she said, "Did you do that?" And she said, "Ha, ha, ha," like it was a joke. And I said, "Well, yeah, you needed a car, didn't you?" And she just looks at me like, and then I did a couple other things, small things. And she's like, I showed her the dragons in the sky. She saw them. And she's like, she's constantly, when she's around me, she's constantly having these experiences, but still, instead of asking for help, she'll do some kind of shit to try and get me to do something. And then so she can act like maybe it is and maybe it ain't. Maybe it wasn't me that did that. I'm tired of this. But I almost think that this willing herself to die thing is just a way of asking for help without asking for help again.
Exactly. I actually, you know what's crazy? I had the exact same thing happen with that person I was talking about grieving his wife. He was talking about how he wishes death on himself all the time. And that was that entity talking that was mind controlling him. I mean, they'll take away your soul until you're a puppet.
Mhm.
They'll make you a puppet, and then I think that's probably how they get NPCs. They're no
Probably.
longer.
I think you got an idea there. I've wondered that too, Woo. And maybe because we're not so deep in it. I mean, we're not so invested, we can be kind of stand back from it and be more objective about it. Will you guys please all intend that I get really rich? Because if I do, I'm going to do some things that you're going to love. I don't necessarily need to be real famous, or at least not in the way that, people mob me at a store or something. But I want to have money enough to do some of these projects that are on my mind. And one of them is a sort of a spiritual village.
Well,
That's
that's what I
catered
want.
for people.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do too. I actually, if people would be willing to donate and support enough for me to have the funds or willing to support my thing, I want to travel and meet people and physically help them with this, because sometimes physically there and explain is easier than just talking online. I mean, I want to physically show people how to open up their energy. I want to show them how to work with their own energy. I want to put my hands physically up to their hands and unlock their hand portals for them. I mean, I want to assist and help them on a more physical, but I can't because I don't exactly have, the money to do so. But if I had the money,
of us are kept down by not having, because it takes money to do these things.
I know.
But I've had this idea for years and years now, is we really, some of us are going to need to pull ourselves out of these. Who knows what we could think of, what we could accomplish if we were out from under these energies and in an environment that was really conducive and supportive of our abilities. What would we be able to do? Mhm.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it would be amazing, wouldn't it? I know it would, because when I'm out and I'm really vibing with the earth, I can do amazing things. I can do all kinds of amazing things. We'd never have to worry about bad weather. We'd never have to worry about not having enough to eat. We'd never have to worry about anything, I don't think. I think we'd be doing just fine. I think we would be doing great. We would be able to, I mean, just by, you know what? I was sitting out in nature. I do this a lot. Like that one friend I told you, she's seen me do this. I'll sit out there and I'll open my arms and I'll say, come and give me oh, you're beautiful. Come and give me a hug. I'm talking to the wind. I'm talking to nature. And the wind will pick up and it'll come and start wrapping around me. And she just goes, wow, because when I start going outdoor, when I start my thing outdoors, the wind comes up always and gives me a hug and I hug it back. And I think we would be fine if we had our own place, if we were not being interfered with.
Yep.
I do not think it's a natural state for the humanity's in at all.
No, nothing. Nothing about being in a house like this is natural at all. We're meant to be like build things out of trees, be in with the wilderness, be outdoorsy. We're meant to ground to the earth outside of buildings, not in a building.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's like these buildings and they're built square and that blocks off the energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think really a yurt or a teepee is probably got better energy. I think if I build my place, I'm going to build it more like a yurt style, shape, that shape.
Well, then you can have you can make insulated tents, you can make insulated stuff for the weather getting cold and have a stove. I mean, you can incorporate so many more natural things that would keep you warm and be out in the woods, and too many people are scared to be on their own outside. It's sad. It's like you don't belong in a freaking brick building. It's just silly.
There are people who have had settlements, who have made settlements and they used permaculture for their gardens.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them are very fit and healthy.
Well, and I mean, if you think about it, if you dug, I think it's at least 6 to 8 feet dug into the dirt and had, all natural created things that are like more than an insulator, you could keep yourself cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Huh?
Yeah, that's basically called an earth ship.
Yeah.
They're making them. Yeah, they've been building them. And they do work. Okay. They insulate them with steel belted radials. And also that takes it helps keep them stable when from earthquakes and stuff and land shifts.
And people used to store things in cellars. Hello, that actually works. That keeps your stuff cool. You don't have to have a refrigerator.
That's what a root cellar is.
Yeah, you don't need a refrigerator. People are so used to being spoiled rotten in sissies.
There are things called a wallapini, and a wallapini is an underground garden. Okay.
Awesome.
Has open top, and you can put plastic or some kind of clear thing, glass or something over the top, but it's dug actually into the earth, and it's actually safe in all seasons. You can actually grow things in all seasons in a wallapini because you can heat them up if you need to. You can adjust the lighting and so on. And people have been doing using that kind of technology. It's not, what? Your sister from Oregon is arriving tomorrow. Oh, that's interesting. I keep looking at Oregon and I love Oregon, but I don't like their politics. But I love Oregon. I love driving through Oregon.
Oh, 11/11. I saw this amazing thing that I should share with everybody. How 11/11, synchronicities of numbers like that Is
Oh,
your
yeah, angel numbers, you can look them up. They're in there.
yeah. Well, when you have synchronized numbers like that, specifically 1111 is that certain number where there's a parallel version of yourself trying to reach through to give you a message, because you're actually simultaneously having a different life in a different universe, and sometimes those parallel areas collide to help each other.
That it would also, and you can do that quite intentionally. It's called quantum jumping. There's
Yep.
got develops that technique.
I
Quantum
think they did.
jumping, where you learn a skill off of your other self. So we can contact our other selves that made it. I'm still going to work on that, I think, and see what I can accomplish. I haven't really done as much as I should be doing with that idea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we do have alternate. Remember, everything that you could be doing in this life, you're already doing it somewhere.
Yeah, and
Okay.
sometimes they converge to help each other so that you keep on that path. I really think that it wasn't just me during that dream that had someone ripped me out of the car. I think that was actually my other self. It was myself helping myself. That's why you're not allowed to see it. It's a shadow. And it'll come off, not it's not meant to scare you, but it's like it's yourself trying to rescue yourself and help you. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's quantum jumping, and because I've done that a few times, then quite a bit. I wonder if that's what an actual timeline shift is too. They call it timeline shifting as well as the same thing, I believe.
Well, yeah, I think that's really when we shift timelines, what we're doing is just shifting over to the one where the person has it that way.
Yeah, you're manifesting your highest possible positive
Yeah.
timeline.
So the reason we don't have bigger shifts is that we can't imagine bigger shifts. You know, I mean, it would be quite a shock if all of a sudden, if you were trying to manifest being a millionaire and all of a sudden you just suddenly were one. And then you might think that's great, but wouldn't it be a shock? Because you'd have to completely redo your thinking. I mean, you know, so and redoing your thinking is how you get that way anyway. But I mean, you just have, and you'd have millionaire problems to solve, you know, which is entirely different from like middle class or poor folk problems. So, you know, I mean, I think really sometimes we make more gradual shifts so that we don't like shock ourselves into a situation that we don't know how the hell to handle, right? Like, you know, the person in that room knows how to handle it, but we're coming from, although I guess you could access your inner knowing and figure it out. So we shouldn't be afraid of these things. Why are you not showing yourself? Are you just not feeling it now?
Oh.
Or did you get naked over there?
Oh, me? Why? Well, I'm moving my camera all over. I don't have it sitting on my thingy, so it's like I don't want to give you a brain aneurysm trying to keep up with me jerking my phone around when I'm looking.
Oh, don't worry. If I had a brain, then I might be able to get one, but I'd be normal. I'm being a positive time. Okay. Yeah, we're all creating new timelines all the time. That's why I'm saying, you know, I had a dream. I got to tell you guys this dream, a little bit about it. Okay. And just to illustrate how dreams talk. Okay. And so I'm having this dream and I'm in a car, somebody else is driving. That's a bad sign. If somebody else is driving a car in your dream, it means somebody else is driving is charting your path, is putting you along a certain path, okay? Driving you along a path. That's not good. So that right there was not good. Then we're driving and we're lost. Okay. I'm there going, I don't like this. And I said, I think we should stop and find out where we are and ask where we are. And the driver said, no, we'll just keep going down this way. I said, I don't think so. I don't feel like there's anything down this way. I think we're lost and we need to go back. Well, he kept driving and we come to this road that's all washed out. And actually, it kind of reminded me of the storm problem, like where they had the storm come through. And so there's this muddy, really thick mud, washed out road. And there's this dog sort of trotting down the road. And then after her comes maybe a farmer, a guy in kind of a farmer outfit. And I said, okay, well, we can't go down this road. And I get out to ask the guy, I say, where are we? And he says, you don't want to come down this road. And I said, no, I don't. You're right. I don't. And then I tried to say, where are we? And the only thing I could come up with is where's Akron, because Akron is near home. It's major enough city. They might know where Akron, which way Akron is. He says, don't trust your government. And I'm like, yeah, I know. He says, you better come with me. Come on over with me. I got something to show you. And we're like, okay. So we drive the car up into this parking lot with this building. There's maybe one or two cars there. We go into this, following into this building. And it is like this dive bar. It is so weird. It's like this dive bar crammed with people. And I can hear their thoughts. I can hear them whispering. And the thoughts are all very paranoid, very, very paranoid. And even about us, it's like, who are they? Who do you think they are? Do you think they're safe? Do you think they're from the government? Do you think, and I'm like, what the hell, And this guy is like leading us back past this bar into this dark room. And I'm like, no. No. I said, and I was just about to say, because I was getting the feeling, no, we are not going this way. This is not it. We got to go back. And not only that, I hope we still have a car, because with all these people, why aren't there more cars out there? Okay. My logical mind was kicking in, and I said, nope, but we're going back the other way. I'm going back that way. I ain't going that way. And that's where the dream ended. And I really think that was a message. Now, you guys can help me interpret that, but I've kind of got an interpretation myself. I finally got, I'm like, what does this represent and everything? We are being driven to think a certain way, okay? To go down a path that doesn't go anywhere. That is a lost path. And where does it lead? It leads to that dirt, muddy road that looks like somewhere, in Arkansas or Kerala, or one of the storm affected places. It looks like that kind of disaster happened. Okay. So I'm like, okay, that is leading to disaster. Letting somebody else drive us is leading us to disaster, because I had the right idea, let's not go that way. And actually, even the guy was saying, you don't want to go this way. But I really think we've got to think for ourselves. We've got to take the power out of the hands of people who are trying to drive us. You know what I'm saying? And take it up for ourselves again and think for ourselves. We cannot allow We can't allow other people to put these paranoid thoughts always are. I mean, you're not okay. True, you can be paranoid, and people can still be out to get you, but we cannot focus on that. We've got to focus on what we can do, on rising above it, so we can acknowledge the paranoid sounding stuff, because some of it is pretty paranoid sounding, but it turns out to be true as well. But we also have to then say, okay, we know shit's going on. So how do we get ourselves out of that? We got to pull ourselves out of that way of thinking and go back the other way and not let them drag us down that road. Okay. Because that road leads to ruin. What was the bar with no cars? That was, I think, these chat rooms where you have a lot of negative people, where you have a lot of people spouting negativity. They're all paranoid. They're putting all their thoughts together in a very negative way, and it's creating more. Okay. So when you find yourself in a position like that, it's like not the way to be. You have to somehow make a positive out of it, or you're going to end up, you have to transmute that. I think that's why the transmutation thing is coming up. Okay. So that's my thought. What would you say, Angel?
Well, and remember, I remember you talking about that, and actually, I had a dream kind of similar in a bar as well, and it's almost like I could picture the same bar you're talking about. That was
Maybe.
so. I think we had a connecting dream that
Maybe we were in the same bar.
probably that's what I think. I think we had a connecting dream, both telling us the same thing.
Yeah, it's like we really need to pull ourselves out of that frame of mind. If we contribute to that, it's a road into darkness. It's a road to wreck and ruin.
Well, and
we are manufacturing the reality that the corruption wants to have happen. We're manifestors, we're creators, we manifest things. And with our energy and with our minds and with our imagination. So if we're like thinking so deeply on that all the time and not thinking of what we'd rather have, we're manufacturing that stuff.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
We are playing into the wrong hands.
and Scotty was talking about that girl trying to change him in a couple days. Heck, I haven't seen that friend I was talking about earlier since high school, and he was already trying to change me the first day he met me yesterday. Just like, excuse me, no, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Thank you very much. Bye. I actually blocked him on Facebook completely, and I deleted his number, but the sucker called back and said, "I'm sorry." Oh, please.
Yeah.
I told him a whole bunch. I said, you have an awful lot of healing to do. You seriously need to do this for your kid. You need to do this, you need to do that, and you need to do that. However, that is your choice if you want to do it or not. But until you lighten your load, I can't talk to you because your energy is too bad and I'm sensitive to it. And I said, I'm sorry. It's not necessarily you per se, but you have to work on that and heal yourself before I can talk to you very much, because I'm not going to want to be around all that drama and all that bad energy. I said, I can't do it. I'm too sensitive to it. I was honest to him. I said, I can't. He's like, oh, okay, I'll work on it. And I'm like, well, we'll see.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm an older woman now. I'm a cougar. I date younger men.
Yep.
I have a tendency to date younger men. This person that I'm talking about, whoa. Hey.
You're playing hide and seek on us.
This person that I'm talking about is worried about getting old and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm old, disabled, I'm an older lady. I'm disabled. I got this going on. I got that going on. I'm still dating younger men. Hello. I'm not married, but
Yeah.
that's good because you know what? I'm not married anymore. I was married. You know what, though? I'm happier not married. I can have them over when I want them.
Mhm.
I can go out and have fun. I don't have to take care of them. I don't have to live in the same room with them. They can have their place the way they like it. I can have my place the way I like it.
Mhm.
We can like intersect when it's good to do that.
Yeah.
Why would I want to change that? At my age, especially, it's like I'm not having kids. So I can see if you want to have children and have a family, that's different. But, if you're not going to do that, why would you want to, um, give up? I don't know. There'll be some people that maybe would disagree with that. I
Mhm.
would rather, I think really it's better. There was this one, she was a, she was a witch. She was in a, she had her trailer, but it was shaped like a Bardo, a gypsy Bardo. She kept hers in a special lot that was for in a place that was for pagans like her. It was an intentional community, and you could rent a space there, and they had a cooperative garden and so on. But her boyfriend, who they were in love, but his place was entirely different from hers. His place looked like a freaking outhouse. It was so sparse. It looked like a big outhouse. And but they had a very good relationship because when she went to visit him, it was his rules. When he came to visit her, it was her rules. And they didn't have a clash because, everybody got what they wanted out of the relationship. They would spend time together and then they would spend time apart. And, I'm like, gosh, isn't that nice? I mean, isn't it nice to be able to do that? That way you don't drive each other crazy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, and this guy instantly acted like I wanted him or something. I'm just like, dude, I haven't seen you in forever. Who the heck are you? And it was crazy. I'm just like, but then here's it may came off as negative, but there's a positive to it. And see, I'm always making it a positive thing. See, I saw the signs and I read it. I read through his energy and I read what he was doing. I don't what and this is what people need to do with more with discernment. It really wasn't him at all. There was an entity behind him running his thoughts, and basically that's when all your intrusive thoughts come out. Because man, he was doing some
Yeah.
weird crap. He even was real forceful and tried to kiss me, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't even like you like that."
You're
I said, "I had a
looking to lose some teeth, aren't you?
I know," and I'm just like, "I don't even like you like that. What are you doing?" And well, then he was trying to talk about how he takes people's pain from them and can heal them. And I said, "You're not healing anything. You're just making yourself worse. You're just taking their bad energy and giving yourself worse bad energy." I said, "That's not healing anything." I said, "If you really want to."
It's like there are some people who are trying to, making yourself a trash dump is not right.
Yeah.
No.
And I said, "You really want to do something, heal yourself first and then help people. That's how it works, or don't do it at all, because you're not helping yourself or anybody acting like that. You have to be all in it or not at all, because once you start, you can't stop. Because if you stop, that's when all the bad crap happens, and then it makes it even harder to get through.
I know.
It's a constant process. And I can't be around somebody like that." I said, "Dude, if you're going to be like that, I can't. Nope." And he instantly, get this. I was super excited talking about going to Tennessee because
Oh,
well, for one, the dude I was just meeting is not obviously not my boyfriend whatsoever, not even really much of a friend. Just we were just talking and catching up, because we were friends at high school. And I was telling him about going to Tennessee, and I was saying I gotta go visit him and do all this, and I was doing that. And he tried telling me no. He cut me off and said, maybe you should worry about getting a big job first. Maybe you need to worry about this first. Maybe you need to do about this first. And I'm just like, excuse me? You don't even know who I am anymore. You have
Excuse
no idea.
me, maybe I lost my job so I could easier go to Tennessee.
Exactly.
Maybe
I'm
my
just like,
job is going to be in Tennessee.
yeah, it's like the arrogance of him. I'm just like, dude, who are you to tell someone they can't do nothing and you don't even know who they are? That was just bizarre. So to me, it came off as like this entity or this whatever was purposely trying to stop me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So you're going to have people start coming out of the woodworks now that are purposely trying to pull you off your path and make you do something that doesn't even make you happy, and you don't even want to do that. And so right now is the best time to get very, very acquainted and have a firm hold on what you want to do, because you're
Right.
going to have those little negative little that want to come out of the woodworks and tell you what to do. And I'm going to be like, no, bullshit. Bye.
No, you're not telling me. You can decide what you want to do, but you can't tell me what I want to do.
Exactly. And he's like, well, I can get you a job here. And it's like, I don't want a physical job. Excuse me. I'm going to try to make it my own way now that I have time to think about it and figure out what I want to do with my life. I want to do something that makes me happy. And part of my gifts, I want to actually incorporate and help people. I'm not going to sit around in some physical crap job anymore. That's not me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, many people have done that. So, in some kind of advisory capacity or something, many people have done that. Even without gifts, without spiritual gifts, they've done that.
Yeah.
So, and you have spiritual gifts, so of course.
I want to make use and help people.
Absolutely. Wow, this is interesting. Here is I don't know if you can see it, but here is the quartz, smoky amethyst, which you almost never see.
Huh.
Smoky amethyst. There you go. It's a combination of smoky quartz and amethyst quartz in the same geode. And very unusual, and the color has been changing right along. So it's getting. Did you notice some of your stones will change? We think of minerals as being unchanging. They're not. They'll change. They can change. Especially if you don't want to leave your amethyst out in the sun, for instance. Any of your stones like amethyst will fade. But anyway, wanted to show you the new cards are Sea Melodies cards. So before we're gone, before we go off, I want to give you all, since it's a moon day, it's a Monday, but it's not a moon day, but it is a Monday. All an opportunity to have one of the new cards if you want. Okay, so you want to go first, Angel Wingies?
With what?
With the new cards.
Oh, card?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That I just showed you. The Sea Melodies cards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what did I wake you up?
Sorry, I was zoned out a second reading into something. read.
Reading chat, yeah, I get caught sometimes reading chat. I was like, oh yeah, wait, what? I know, I'm reading chat because sometimes chat is like, what?
Well, because I'm going to tell Scotty he can be my spiritual bodyguard and hover once in a while. I might need a bodyguard after that. That was like unexpected, man. I just, oh boy, that dude was something else. And then he talks to me like where we're gonna be like hanging out. And he's like, "You really need to get out." And it's like, not with you. That's enough bad energy for a
Okay.
year.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get out. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting out. I'm getting so out of here. In fact,
Yep.
I'm getting out. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Angel Wingies, this is for you. Whoa, and it says strength. Stay afloat and feel steady and calm. Strength.
Yep.
Okay. So who's next? Let's see. We'll get one for Scotty Boy. Scotty Boy, we'll get him next. If I miss you, let me know. Ambition, set your sights beyond the horizon. Okay. Let's see. Sky Falls. Sky Falls. Safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. Huh. Interesting. Hook. Yeah, safety also for you, Hook. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. Okay, Mary wins. Mary wins is dive. You won't find pearls on the seashore. Okay. Dive, dive, dive.
The
Okay.
good stuff is on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta reach far to get it.
Did you notice that we don't get new people in when I'm on StreamYard? We don't have new people wandering in too often. Dolly Belfiore, Belfiore.
Well,
Stop.
maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we're only meant to have certain ones that really belong.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get up above 500 so that I can do some certain shit. Ambition, set your sights beyond the horizon, Dolly. Okay. Okay, love. F Kitty. F Kitty. Patience, the tide will come in when it's ready. Is there anybody I missed? Woo. People all the world, join hands, get on the woo train, the woo train. It was Love Train, but change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. Interesting.
Transition. Transformation.
Yeah, that may be saying move.
Don't,
Maybe saying time to move.
don't sit in the same spot.
Or it may be that, yeah, maybe it means moving around. Could be moving home even. Is there anybody I missed? Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody. If I didn't, you can let me know. Okay. Oh, wait. How about me? What's mine for tonight? Dive! You won't find pearls on the seashore. Okay. That's for me too. Well, that's why I do the deep blue.
Yep.
You go deep, you find stuff that other people don't find. Oh, Big Justin is in. I hope Scotty doesn't see that. I know they kind of got a little rivalry going. Hey, Desert Rose. How you doing, Rose? Or is it Dessert Rose? No, I'm kidding. Desert Rose. Okay, so anyway, we've got we kind of got it nailed down about a little bit about how we're supposed to deal with the dragons. I know that a lot of us are draconic, we're not the Draco, okay? That's entirely different. The Draco are an entirely different group than the old wise dragons of yore, okay? That,
Well,
yeah, whole
well,
different thing.
Well, and the Draco keep getting a bad rap, and I'm probably gonna get a bad rap for sticking up for him, but I'm not for the negative ones and for the ones that want to be free because they're actual super soldiers created against their will. They're not given a choice. They're instantly put in with a inhibitor, so they have no emotions. They chip them so they have no emotions, and then they're mind controlled by AI. That's basically
And that's what they want to do with us.
Yeah. And so break their AI connection, you free them, and they wouldn't be so terrible. But because I'm kind of working with one of the babies myself, as a baby, no mind control, no nothing with it. Fresh from being little, they're learning a lot. I only have like one though. It's not like I have a lot of them. I just have one or two who hang out once in a while, learning and trying to be something different. And they got like abandoned by their moms because their moms were like
They weren't enough or mean enough or compliant enough.
well, that's the other dragons too, not the Draco, but the hybrid ones. The hybrid dragons were captured, and then their babies get abandoned, and I got stuck with them for a long time my place basically became a sanctuary. That was my job for a while, and sometimes I do that too.
Nursery.
Yeah, it's like I'm like a dragon nursery for all the abandoned ones. Sometimes there's too many though, and then I gotta send them to. I send them to the sanctuary. There's like a safe place for me. Just summon the archangel in charge, and they'll open up a portal and let them in.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, really, we're trying to help here each other. I'm sure I know that there are also pterosaurs, lizards that are from here that are not our enemy. So yeah, we got to think about this. But the dragons that I'm talking about are an entirely different. They're a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different thing. I saw one of the. I remember walking through one of the dragon ships, and it just was beautiful patterns of light inside. It looked like the inside of V'ger if you saw the Star Trek movie, the first one. It looked exactly like inside, walking around inside of V'ger almost. So, the patterns of light thing, it was a light ship, it was a living ship, it was not a, it was not like an artificial creature at all. A lot of species, they create their ships really, they don't build them, they create them. And they're part of the individual. Some ships are even part of the individual. And some ships are even individuals combined. I mean, the big dragon ship I looked at that I was walking around in was a bunch of souls combined, creating this big dragon ship that could go through the gates. And it's kind of like uh, Dune, the navigator, kind of like a navigator. So that's actually got some truth to it. Uh, that whole idea, I don't think it's quite like, oops. Um,
Well,
whoa. Okay. Oh, phew, okay. Okay. It looked bad for a minute, but it's okay. Go ahead, Angel.
oh, okay. I was gonna say, what, well, what I've learned throughout my experience with the dragons is like a lot of them get mind controlled through like black magic,
Just
and
like people.
just like people. Yep, and they can be misused a lot, and I feel so bad for that. It's terrible, and really, when it comes down to it, not just dragons too, but all entities, majority of them that are against us usually are mind controlled for the most part by some sort of AI or some other means from another. So really, it's hard. You really shouldn't judge things before discernment. Stronger discernment to read between the lines. It gets really hard to tell the difference between a controlled entity, not that doesn't actually want to harm you, but being controlled. So it's like it's such a fine line, really. It's not even really. They're not technically even your enemy, really. They're being used against their will.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, your enemy is your enemy. What you think is your enemy really isn't. I mean, what people find are evil, a lot of the times aren't. So that's where I had to learn the hard way, man. Because I can feel all energy. I had to discern through the different types of energy, and it was so hard to understand it until I started upgrading more and more.
Yeah, we really need to, I
And
guess we need to listen to ourselves sometimes.
yeah, because if it's a true entity, it will introduce itself through your heart chakra. That's how I met the lion star beings, the lions in the stars. Not the Lyrians, but the older ancient ones from a completely different. They'll actually reach out and touch my heart chakra. And I know they're positive beings and loving beings.
Mm.
And that's how you tell the difference. Because the negative ones, you'll just get a really bad
You
energy
mean like
high.
Othello? Yeah, flying cats, flying lions, flying white lions,
Yeah, the white lions with wings.
like Othello, who I guess has been with me a long time. I just didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
And who else has been around a long time is Zadkiel. And I
Yeah.
didn't, but it makes sense because that's Violet Flame.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's another thing. The higher in frequency you get and the higher dimensions your mind can unlock and the higher up you get, you actually learn you have more guides than what you originally thought you had because some of them can't reach and speak to you efficiently and have enough communication without it being interfered with until you're at a high enough level for them to reach without it being
Right.
corrupted and twisted.
Right. Because really it's we come up to the level, then we can see them. They've always been there.
Yeah.
But I did have a dream that some people are going to be leaving.
Yeah.
Some of my guides are going to be leaving because I had a dream about being at this place and it looked like it had yarn and material and all kinds of stuff in a counter like they have where they're cutting fabric and stuff. And these ladies, two ladies, and they looked kind of similar. They had sort of reddish hair. and they were talking about how, yeah, they're leaving, and then these two other people with blonde, they were both blondes. They were coming in. They were going to be doing that job, and I'm like, oh. And then one red-haired person was saying, and I got promoted, and we're all like, oh, good for you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that was saying something, because in the tarot cards aren't the fire signs are the ones with the red hair, and the air signs are blondes, I believe. So, you know, usually blonde. So that could be like a tarot thing, fire to air.
Yeah,
Or could
yeah,
be,
I'm fire to water.
yeah. I'm pretty watery actually because of the Cancer moon. Boy, my forehead is really sometimes I think my forehead is like the moon. My forehead is really showing tonight. I swear it grows and it shrinks. I don't understand it.
You probably have something energetically right now, like I do, working on your third eye chakra system. You're opening up a new level.
Because I swear my forehead was not, I mean, sometimes it looks like I could put a billboard on there. And then sometimes it's normal looking to me, but am I just seeing things, or, you know, is that just how it appears to me? But did my forehead grow and then does it shrink sometimes? It's really weird.
Well, I keep having like a permanent frown just because there's like energy going there.
Mhm. It's really weird.
Yeah.
And then I have this thing right here where it's always, I get what looks like a sucker bite right over where my third eye should be, right? And right around here.
Oh yeah. See, mine's like I like really defined right here.
Hmm. I mean, you can
It's like
see it. Yep. Yeah, comb it down.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess I just got to do it that way. But yeah, it's just weird. It's like
Yeah. Check out this
I
like
look at myself and I don't
going
recognize
on right there.
myself. See, that doesn't look good though. Got to put it over to the side a little. There
I
we
always
go.
I always cover part of it up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I tell people this is where I store my extra brains. You know, I need the extra space for the extra brains. Right. You know, those frontal lobes. Oh, you dyed your hair purple? I used to dye my hair purple. But now I like my hair so much. I
Well,
like my hair so much. I don't dye it anymore.
well, I got yelled at all the time for dyeing my hair because everyone likes this is my original hair color now. It's all natural now. I haven't dyed it for probably 3 years.
Yeah, I decided I like my natural color a lot. It was fun to have other colors, but now I am really fond of my color.
Mhm. Yeah, the last color I actually dyed my hair was blue.
Well, you know, I don't look at myself very much either, except when I'm on the show and I look up there at myself and I'm like, is that me? Oh my God. You know, weird.
Well, I notice. Honestly, I think we shapeshift just like every so slightly to where nobody really notices. Because sometimes my cheeks will be a little bigger,
Yeah.
and then after I go through an upgrade process and cleanse a whole bunch of more stuff out, then my face thins back out.
Yeah, I know. It's like sometimes I have model cheeks. No, I have those Indian cheekbones really show, and then other times not. It's weird. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I think we do change physically. Our appearance.
Mm-hmm. Because well, and for some reason I come off kind of bigger in the camera, and when I'm because when I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm not that big. Why the heck do I look that big in the camera? That's weird. Because it's like I wear. It's not like I wear 2X. I wear barely 1X, and then I wear the smallest junior size. And I'm not actually that big of a person. I'm just like, it's kind of weird how you come off as so big and you really don't represent yourself the same.
And you know what? The funny thing is maybe it's your energy that they're picking up on.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because it's weird because yeah, I sometimes my energy will fill up the room real
Mm-hmm.
quick, you know, and people will say you have a big energy, and it's like it, you know, I didn't notice, but if you're noticing, maybe I do. Oh my goodness, girlfriend. It's been fun. I've got, oh, geez, yeah. I've been a couple hours. Tomorrow, I hope to have a couple more hours. I get new hours, more new hours on StreamYard on the 24th. So, what is today? 22nd? 20, what is today? 21st. Okay. So, I got a few days and I only got a few hours left of the free program. So I'm going to toddle off and get going. Hey, bonjour. You're going to have to call me because I'm leaving. I'm going off for a
Cool.
while. I'll be back on Wednesday. You're going to have to give me a call, bonjour. Um, okay. And want to thank you for coming, Angel Wingies. And I'll come over to your show at some point. Just let me know in time.
All right. Yeah, because I was gonna do one tomorrow.
Okay, now tomorrow I will be available, and then I won't be available at 4 because tomorrow's a Tuesday, and then I got my helper coming at 4. So, and then after that, I'll be available after like 8:30. So before 4 and after 8:30.
Okay.
And okay, here my time. Okay, love you guys. Remember, you're creators. You are divine. Don't do the opposition's work for them, okay? Please make them do their own dirty work.
And you're all 10 times stronger than you think you are, so get your head out of your butt.
That's right. You're all at least, well, 10 times is maybe not even, you know, quite a bit more.
Mhm.
Because we all are at the ultimate power here, but we got to learn how to take that back. We got to learn how to redo how to take it back. So that's pretty much what my channel is doing here. We're studying how to take it back our power. And remember, you are a dragon, not a fly. That's the lesson of the dragonfly. You're a dragon, not a fly. And if you can remember that, you can be all powerful again. Okay, love you guys. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll see you on Wednesday. And we'll have another click-in party, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what the subject will be then. Okay, love you. Wait, there it is. Okay. And aloha, my soul tribe.